I'm with actor, musician, dancer, stand-up comic, Kev Orkian, who was born and raised in London. He trained at Brunel University and earned a national diploma in performing arts. Kev made his West End debut, of course that's in London, in Fame, and was in the original production of Happy Days. He's danced in an Armenian-Russian dance troupe, played classical repertoire on the piano at Wembley Hall, Victoria, and Kensington Palaces, and he's in L.A. performing his one-man, this is weird, piano comedy show.
That's the one.
Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
Where do you do it, and what are you doing?
Well, where do I do it all over. It just depends where I'm going. It depends who books the theatres, and I go and perform. So
I mean, any kind of venue. What kind of venue? Colleges?
I've done colleges, yep, in the UK. I've done theatres all over the world. I've done concert halls, wherever the work takes me.
What do you do in Los Angeles?
I do it for the Armenian community as well as the American-speaking audiences. I do basically events and galas that raise money for Armenian charities, but also Armenian organisations that book me to come and do a one-man piano concert, which is what I do.
That's what you do. But
Yeah.
Is it a piano concert or is it a comic concert?
Bit of both.
How do you do it? You remember
50-50.
Victor Borge?
Absolutely, my hero.
Oh, there
That's
you
exactly what I do.
Is that right?
That's exactly what I do. Victor Borge to a T. But I've
That's
upgraded
so
his whole...
great.
Yeah. I'm really pleased you kind of said that as well, because Victor Borge was one of my big heroes when I was a child.
But he was a really well-trained pianist,
Classical
wasn't he?
pianist, yeah, he was.
Like you.
Concert classical pianist, yeah. Absolutely. But he just brought the comedy over with what he did, and I thought I could really do that because I'd always been established as a musical entertainer, so I wanted to bring the comedy with it, and the piano and the comedy with it just blossomed, and he was one of my biggest heroes.
But do you do the deadpan like he does?
To an extent, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes, depending on the joke.
I see.
Depending on the actual joke. So, you know, what I do, I play, the act is I play an illegal immigrant who's trying to make a living playing the piano.
Oh, that's
which
clever.
is why I can't. Which is why I work all over the world, because there's obviously illegal aliens everywhere. You know, so
you're not one
relates.
particular immigrant.
That's right.
Are you an Armenian immigrant?
That's the one.
You are an Armenian. But is your family in showbiz?
My grandparents were
Doing what?
My great uncle was the conductor for the Russian Philharmonic Orchestra.
So very musical.
Very musical, yeah.
What was his name?
My mother knows. I don't know.
Who knows?
No, yeah.
But he was.
But he was. Yeah, he was part of the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra in Russia. My great grandparents on my mother's side were both playwrights, and they'd introduced playwriting to Istanbul. So they used to do a lot of work there in theatre established. You know, theatre.
So they were living in Turkey?
Yeah.
They were living in Turkey. How Armenian are you? In
Well,
London.
I don't know how to put that forward. Really, how Armenian am I? Well,
You're full-blooded Armenian.
Full-blooded Armenian.
And you speak Armenian.
I do.
And do you cook or you
Yes.
eat Armenian?
Well, I have to cook because I don't live with mum anymore.
Oh.
You've got to survive. So no, I've been living on my own since I was 19. So it's only a couple of years ago.
Do you have any good recipes?
Rice, one of the best recipes for Armenian cooking. Get it there. So I do rice. I do quite a lot of cooking now, really, because I've been on the road, acting and being in musicals for a long time. So you have to survive on your own. So that's what I do.
You cook on the road?
Yeah.
For yourself? Oh, you do?
Yeah. If I survived on McDonald's, I think I'd be triple the size,
you couldn't
really.
do that.
No.
Well, the Armenian-Russian background probably goes to your dancing.
Yes.
And what were you doing in the dance troupe?
I was part of the Armenian Georgian dancers as well as the local Armenian dance troupe in London.
Did they travel?
Yeah, we did. We
you did?
We did a few European countries, but in general, it was more the UK we toured.
Oh,
So
I see,
it was a great opportunity.
Was that like a stepping stone onto the West End, or was that during the same time you were?
I wouldn't have said it was a stepping stone. I would say it was a great experience. But
you'd already been on. Had you already been on the West End, on the
No,
theater?
I hadn't. No, I did the Armenian dancing first, and kind of got that out of my system before I actually went into the West End.
And then, how'd you audition for these American plays, right?
Yep.
Happy Days,
Yep.
and what was the other one? Fame.
Fame.
They're very
Buddy
American.
Holly, Elvis.
Buddy Holly.
You know, Forbidden Planet. I've done quite a lot of musicals back in the UK. I auditioned. Particularly Happy Days. The director was a gentleman who ran a production company in the UK, and he said to me, "Would you like to audition for a musical that I'm doing?" I said, "What's the music?" He said, "Happy Days." I said, "Not the one with the Fonz."
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's the one." So I said, "Wow, okay, yeah, definitely." He said, "I'm thinking I'm going up for the Fonz, you know, because I knew he was like 5'4", 5'5", short guy, kind of cocky, you know, so I thought that's going to be a great opportunity. It turns out they wanted me for Ralph Malph, who was the ginger guy, the redhead, who did all the comedy. So I thought,
isn't that?
well, I don't know if I'm suited for that, but they dyed my hair. They dyed my hair red, and they gave me the comedy role. And our actual director, what did they call it? The assistant production director was Henry Winkler himself.
Oh, Henry was there?
He was there.
Oh, we love Henry. He's a good old friend of ours.
Yeah, it was a really nice guy.
Oh, so did he like you?
Well, he actually came up to me. He said, "I'm looking forward to seeing you play Fonz." And I said, "I'm not. I'm Ralph Malph."
Because he thought you...
That's right. We were really identical in many ways. I mean, good looking.
Witty.
Short, witty. Yeah.
Nice. He's so nice.
Oh, he's a lovely man. He's a really genuinely lovely man.
He's
he
really
is.
nice.
Yeah. When you see the persona in Happy Days and you think he's such a cool dude, and then you see him in real life and he is a cool dude, you know, but he's a gentle, humble man as well.
But how did you get your American accent, or did you do it with an English accent?
No, American accent.
You did?
Yeah, I did it with an American accent. Yeah, we had a guy who came down to give us elocution lessons on how to speak.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
How do we speak? We speak funny.
No, you don't. No, you don't speak funny. I think we speak funny compared
I
to
do
you
too.
guys. So you know, I think we all have different accents.
But what happened, like in Fame and Buddy Holly? Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
All American accents.
All American accents. Yeah.
Well, were you taking singing lessons? Because I know you were a pianist.
Yes.
But you were also dancing, It was dancer. You were.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. A few years ago now, but yeah.
So you had all of it when you went on stage.
Yeah, you have to. I think if you're in a production like that, you can't be limited to just being a dancer or just being a singer. If you can do all three or four, you have the possibilities are endless. You know, you can do a lot more with the production.
Have you continued studying and auditioning for plays?
I continue to audition, depending on what musicals they are. But most of the time now, people know what I do. So.
But only musicals? Is that all you?
No, I do plays. I do television
Drama?
shows. I do films.
You do commercials.
I
Tell
do commercials.
us the funny story about one of those commercials. You've
Well,
done a lot of commercials.
Well, it was funny because I did a commercial for Kleenex.
Yes.
And I went for the audition. It was an American company that was auditioning the Kleenex commercial. And I went for the audition. And the guy said to me, "Hi." He said, "What's your name?" I said, "My name's Kev." I said, and I'm here to audition for the part of the driver. He said, "Great." And all I had to do was sit in a chair, drive for about 30 seconds, and then wind my window down, hand some tissue, and then wind the window back up again. And I did it. And he said, "Fantastic, you got the job." And I said, "Okay." And the money was phenomenal, you know. So I went to Spain, Barcelona, to film it. But the funny thing was, when I had auditioned with a